Hello everyone, welcome back. Hope you're all well. So today I'm going to do a little review of the Combat Survival Tin from BCB, and I'm also going to be suggesting some enhancements and tips for improving your tin. So this is the tin. It's the Combat Survival Tin and it's made by BCB International Limited, which is a UK company that supplies tools and other supplies to the British military. Now this tin is also NATO approved. And on the front it tells you the content of the tin as well. Okay, so it's I'll put the dimensions and the weight in the description of this video if you're interested in that, but basically it's pocket size and small enough really that you can just stash it away and take it with you. Okay, so it has tape around the lid just to add a bit of waterproofing, but you can also use this tape for any really application that you want or would need. So that's one item that could be useful already. So let's open the tin. So the lid is reflective, so is the tin actually, but this is supposed to be used as a signalling mirror. More on that later. Let's put that there. You get a little booklet which is the BCB survival instructions, and on there it's got, if we open this up, some useful information in case of an emergency. Okay, so we've got here how to make shelter, we've got basic first aid, protection, Morse code, which come in useful with signalling, how to start a fire, ground to air signals. There's a ruler along the edge if you need it, how to catch food, signalling, directions, really useful. But also you can use this as tinder if you need to. So another useful bit of kit there. Let's put that there, over there. Okay. Something I should also mention is that this stuff also comes in a plastic bag, but I've been through this tin already, so I've taken the stuff out. So you get 10 Steri tablets. They do have an expiry date on them. This particular pack is November 2026. So 1 tablet per litre of water. You also get instructions how to use these tablets as well, but like the survival guide, it's paper so it can burn as well. Okay, so next we get a book of matches. This is the company again, BCB. Okay, so in here we've got 20 matches and a strike board as well. Pencil. You never know when you need to write something down or leave a message. A useful bit of kit there. There's a length of nylon cord. Now you could use this for tying your shoelaces, placement belt, or tying your shelter together, that kind of thing. So really useful there. We have a whistle. You could use the nylon cord there to loop into there and put it around your neck, but it's, it's small enough to put into your pocket. I wouldn't bother doing that. Leave that for another application. You also get a length of what looks like 0.5 gauge brass wire. Now that'd be used as a snare potentially. Details are in that survival guide booklet that I showed you at the start of this video. A length of tubing. Now you could use this as a straw, or another application in a medical emergency. You could use it as a tourniquet as well. So we've got 2 cable ties, small cable ties in here. Now again, you can use that for fastening or putting things together. Candle. So we could light that. I think these normally last between 1 to 2 hours depending on the conditions. Just one thing to bear in mind as well, these are kind of morale boosting items, okay? So, you know, it just makes you feel just a little bit better just to have that flame going and a bit of light as well. But really also good for starting fires if you need to in wet and windy conditions. What else do we have in this tin? We have, okay, so we've got a ferro rod and striker. There's also a serrated edge on that side. This also has an oil-filled compass in the end, and name of the company there, BCB. So another useful bit of kit for starting your fire with. Okay, put that there. Little light, again for signalling or just seeing what you need to do in the dark, obviously. Really, really small, useful item. Okay, so now we have a little knife. This one has a serrated edge as well, little blade. It's not the best knife that there is, or you could potentially have, but if you haven't got anything, then I guess this would be really welcome. Next, we have a saw with finger loops at the end. Now, I've had these kits over the years, and this looks to be an improved one actually, because some of the older ones just have a metal hoop there. They break. You can only really get one finger in, so it looks as though you can get a couple more in here for sawing down wood, that stuff for fire lighting. You also get several safety pins, again for fastening, first aid applications, shelter. Now we've already got a knife here, but it also comes with 2 razor blades. Now again, you know, if you lose that, at least you have backup cutting materials here. I guess if you need to do anything fine kind of work here, or skinning animals, that kind of thing, this is where these will come in handy. We also have a fishing kit here, so we've got several rather large weights in there, a length of fishing line, some non-barbed hooks, and something else, spinners maybe, something like that. I don't fish, I don't know, but I guess that would be a useful item to have in your tin. And then finally we've got a basic sewing kit here. So again, if you needed to repair any of your clothing, or I guess worst case scenario, if you need to sew up a wound, however painful that would be. So that's it, that's the contents of the tin. Okay, so a really good kit already, but there are just a few things that I would do just to improve it. And the first would be to take away the knife and to take away the saw and replace it with like an army knife or equivalent. Okay, so here I think this is the Victorinox Huntsman, and the reason why I would choose this is because the blade is better, it's bigger, and also the saw on here is better as well. Those sort of rings saws there, they do have a tendency to break, and it would take quite a lot to break this. But you also get the added bonus of a few other bits and pieces in here. So you get scissors, which can be useful for snipping, obviously. You get toothpick, there's tweezers in the end, and you've got can openers, bottle openers, screwdriver capabilities on here as well. So I just think that is a useful sort of enhancement to here. And the other thing that I would add in, just some fabric plasters in there. They take up no room, don't weigh anything, but they're very useful. And the final item that I would just put in is just some painkillers. Okay, so this particular tablet is cocodamol, so that's slightly stronger, so that's codeine and paracetamol. But you can have ibuprofen, paracetamol, whatever you want in there, really. And that's what I would do to immediately improve this kit. Right, now, the only thing left to do is to put this back together. And there we go. We have our Combat Survival Tin packed up. Just need to put the tape back around to keep the lid secure. Add that bit of waterproof in. And also we've added a couple of extra items in there just to enhance the kit. And there we go, guys, a quick review of the BCB Combat Survival Tin with a few extra enhancements in there. Now, obviously, the purpose of these tins is that you can just use them straight away, put them in your bag, put them in your pocket, and off you go. But the thing is, right, you want to potentially tailor it to you and potentially situations that you could find yourself in. So really, you do you put what you want to put in there to make the tin sort of more personal to you, really. So just a few other things that you could consider putting into your tin. Tampax, they're really absorbent and they're good for wound dressing, but also flammable, so you could use it as tinder. You could consider putting a condom in there as well to store or collect water. You can get several litres of water into one. You could put some other forms of medicine in there, like Buscopan, or something to settle the stomach, like Imodium, that kind of thing. What else could you put in there? So some of the things like the ferro rod and striker, you can actually buy smaller versions of them that also come with whistle attachments and other bits and pieces. So again, you can take out quite a bit of the items that are in here and just replace them with one sort of multi-purpose tool. But the problem that you may have with that, or the risk that you may have, is that if you lose it, you've lost a couple of extra bits of kit at the same time as well. But yeah, really useful. I take it with me wherever I go, in terms of wild camping, hiking, that kind of thing. I think I've even got one that's chucked in the back of the car as well, just in case. But that's it. Hopefully you liked the video. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time on Higgsybear Outdoors. Bye for now.